Hey everybody, it's Kendra. Welcome to my channel if you're new, and welcome back if you've been here before. So my video today is going to be a CSA unboxing video. For the past few weeks, I know in a second in the first clip that I filmed like a few weeks ago, I'll remember which number it is. I think it's like week 24, I don't know, somewhere in there. But anywho, I do have week 28, which I'm gonna show at the end. And then after this, we still do have 2 more shares to pick up in December. So once we hit November, we started going every other week, and December is also every other week. So anyway, I'll film those last 2 shares and do a video later in December. So anywho, here we go. This is what we have gotten in the CSA the last few weeks. So here we are with the October 22nd share. So I have a share this week and 1 next week, and then I have 2 shares in November and 2 shares in December. So this share did have a bunch of cilantro, which I took out yesterday because I was making veggie chili. So yeah, I've already started to dive into this. Okay, so first off, this is a lettuce. So we got a head of romaine. It's quite a nice looking head of lettuce. I still have lettuce from last week. All right, we also got some red radishes. That is such a sweet, darling little bunch of radishes. I feel like I should be in Mr. McGregor's garden. All right, next up, we got some broccoli and a head of cauliflower. Now, I have been complaining about cauliflower because I don't know what to do with it, but I did actually roast this. A few videos ago, like I had talked about making a Korean chili sauce. So we got Korean red chilies from the CSA, and I had made that. And then when I got the cauliflower the last time, I took a whole bunch of that sauce, the chili sauce, added some water and avocado oil, I think, and a bunch of curry powder, and I mixed it together and I just covered it with this, and then I roasted it. And it was actually really good. I'm not a big cauliflower person, but I feel like I maybe have found a use for my cauliflower. We got another bulb of garlic, and then we got some onions. So it looks like I got 5 yellow onions. All right, and then we got a bag. I believe these are potatoes. So it says we're getting Peter Wilcox potatoes. So yep, that's what these are. Wow, look how dark that is. That's gorgeous. So pretty. So yeah, probably like about a pound of potatoes in there. All right, and then we did get some beets. These are really kind of tiny. There's some tiny little beets in here. So we got some red beets. Ooh, what am I gonna do with you? Maybe I'll juice the small ones, because I do always peel beets, and I really don't feel like monkeying around with peeling this like itty bitty little beet. Beet juice is quite nice. Beet, ginger, carrot, yum. All right, we also got a little bag of carrots. I want like a giant bag of local carrots. This I'll go through in like a day because these carrots are so delicious. Like, I love local carrots in season. All right, and then finally we got these pumpkins. So these are called black futsu pumpkins. This is a Japanese heirloom. Apparently you can eat them, so I will be eating them. The CSA newsletter does say until you're ready to use them, just use them as decoration. Aren't those cute? These are so cute. I still have like one of my big pumpkins back there. Well, I still have like tons of squash from my squash haul like several weeks ago. Yeah, no idea what these taste like, but apparently they are supposed to be revered by chefs and are supposed to be delicious. All right, so that is everything from this week, which is the week of October 22nd, and I believe week 25. All right, so here we are with the week 26 share. This is the very last week of October. I think it's like October 29th, 28th. All right, so first of all, we got a big old head of lettuce. Look at that. I mean, that's like gigantic. This is called a summer crisp lettuce. That looks lovely. Okay, next we got a red cabbage. I'm so happy to get a red cabbage. I do really like to just kind of thinly slice up red cabbage, add this to salads. I'm not like the biggest fan of eating green cabbage like that, but like red cabbage, I'm totally down with just eating plain. All right, we also got 3 purple Daikon radishes. These are gigantic. This one especially. These look beautiful. I love to just eat Daikon plain in salad, just sliced up, or even like sometimes it's nice to just slice it and then make a hummus. Eat that, you know, with a little dip. And then I like to use Daikon for making kimchi. I wish I had a Napa cabbage this week. I would totally make another batch of kimchi. All right, so we got 2 little bitty stalks of broccoli. I think it's the end of broccoli season. I won't be sad. I'm not a broccoli person. Maybe I should make some hummus this weekend. Maybe I'll do some hummus and then I can do some radish with it and some broccoli just because I know it's good for me, but I just don't love it. All right, then we got a head of broccoli Romanesco. So we were either supposed to get cauliflower or broccoli Romanesco. So I think this is like broccoli. But is this maybe like cauliflower? Maybe this is kind of a cross. Is this a cross between broccoli and cauliflower? I will put the answer in here once I do some research on it. Isn't that so funky looking? Just the shape of that is so pretty. It's like this weird creature from the sea or space or something. I don't think I've ever actually had broccoli Romanesco. All right, we also got a bulb of garlic, and I actually love what the CSA wrote for their description of the garlic this week. A bit of garlic in your meals every day is nature's medicine. Start with minced garlic and scrambled eggs for breakfast. I will not be doing that in eggs, but I do try to eat some form of fresh garlic every day. All right, we got a bag of Brussels sprouts. These are super tiny. They are very cute. I think I'm gonna have to make some type of roasted Brussels sprouts. I generally do like, I think I put lemon juice, maple syrup, chili flakes, maybe salt and pepper. I can't quite remember. But yeah, then I bake them and they're very, very good. And my husband is not a Brussels sprout person, but he goes crazy for those. All right, we also have some onions. So we got 2 reds, 1 yellow, and then 1 itty bitty yellow. All right, we have 2 bags of goodies this week. I think these are more Korean red peppers. Yes, they are. So we got 4 Korean peppers and then 1 jalapeno. What am I gonna do with you guys? You know, I might actually string these up to dry because we did get a bunch of these like either last week or the week before, and I made that same Korean garlic chili sauce, which was really good, but I don't really want to make more, and I don't think 4 is enough for that. All right, and then the other mystery bag is potatoes. So we got some yellow potatoes this week. So I believe these are called German butterball. Yeah, I'd say that's about a pound. I think I'm gonna make some potato soup again this weekend. I still have leeks from a couple weeks ago, so I think I'm gonna do like leeks, potatoes. I got turnips from a couple weeks ago, still haven't done anything with those. So I think I'm just gonna make this like big soup to just kind of finish stuff up. All right, and then we got some carrots. So these are called Black Nebula. And this says, black carrots are one of the oldest types of carrots, and this variety has the most intense purple color of any vegetable we grow. Blah, blah, blah. So I want to actually show you. So yeah, that's a carrot. That is black. And yeah, that's what it looks like. I actually wonder if it turns me purple a little bit. Get like a little bit of purpleness on my skin. I did actually try to grow these in my garden a couple years ago, and they grew and they were good. But the garden I was growing them in, the soil was like oh yeah, that actually does kind of stain my skin. The soil was super heavy, like full of clay, so it was really hard to grow carrots there. So anyway, Black Nebula carrots. Then we got some parsnips. What should I do with you guys? Maybe I'll add these to my soup. Okay, and then finally we got 2 squashes. Squashes is, can you pluralize squash? I don't know. We got 2 of these. These are called festival squash. And my little thing says, festival squash are also a tasty sweet squash with orange and green markings on a cream colored background. Any of the, yeah, because it was either supposed to get festival or butterscotch butternut. and I got Festival. So it says, any of these varieties are delicious, simply cut in half, baked, cut side down, served with a pat of butter. Oh, interesting, they're baking them cut side down. I tend to cut them, take out the seeds, and then put them cooked or cut side up. Interesting. I'm gonna have to test that out. All right, so there you go. That is what we got from this week, the very last week of October. All right, now this is not part of the CSA, but I just wanted to pop this in here as a little surprise because I think it's fun. So I've talked about Tree Ripe Fruit Company before. I've gotten peaches from them, Myers lemons. They used to have a truck that would come around like the Midwest with citrus in the winter. They no longer bring their truck around for that. They only bring the truck around in the summer for peaches and blueberries, but then everything else you can order. So it is pear season. So I did a pear order for pickup. You could either have your pears delivered or you could pay online and then go to a specific location for pickup. So I just want to show you my pears. Look at that. So they have a little info sheet in here, and those are the pears. So I got 20 pears, there's 6 varieties, and this was $25. If you had them shipped to you, you didn't get as many pears and it was a little bit more expensive. So this is what they consider a quarter bushel, I believe. So I believe I have everything kind of sorted by the variety. So these 3 here, I believe are Bosque. So it says oblong with a round bottom, bronze color, sweet with hints of autumn spice, delicious on its own, but will hold its shape. Okay, then I believe these 6 right here are Anjou. So we got red Anjou and green Anjou. So it says egg-shaped and either pear green or maroon in color. Subtle sweetness with a touch of citrus zest, very versatile for baking. And then I believe these 3 here are the Taylor's Gold, and just look at that. That is gorgeous. That's a nice big old sucker. So for this one, it says short round with russeted cinnamon colored skin, rich flavor with hints of honey. Okay, and then these 2 babies up here with the stem, these I believe are Concord. So it says long neck with round bottom, pale green with yellow tint, distinct crunch even when ripe with a strong vanilla flavor. Okay, and then these 2 tiny little cuties, I believe, are the Commies. Round body with very short neck, yellow green with russeted blush, sweet yet buttery, and pairs well with, I don't know what it pairs well with, but it pairs well with something. Okay, and then finally, these 4 in the corner up here, these I believe are called Warren. So it says leafy green, often blushed and bell-shaped, buttery smooth, a truly famous pear, favored by pear connoisseurs, even Oprah. Et voila! So there are my pears. So I do also want to mention these are from Mount Hood, Oregon. Or Oregon, I always say that wrong, Oregon. And these are from Kiyokawa Family Orchards. Now, we did get these pears last year and they were excellent. So I was really happy to see that they were doing pears again this year. If you are in the Midwest, I think Tree Ripe mainly delivers fruit in the Midwest. So if you are in the Midwest, I would definitely recommend checking out their website to see if they come to a location near you or if they ship to your area. All right, so here we are with the week 27 share for November 5th. This sucker is heavy. All right, so first off, look at this. This is ginormous. So this is escarole. So it says, while it may resemble a head of lettuce, escarole is actually in the chicory family and is a late season cold hardy green that has a bit of bitterness to its flavor profile. It may be eaten raw, but the flavor is best when it's cooked. Let's take a little bite of this bitterness. Oh yeah, once you chew it a little bit, you definitely get some bitterness. That's gonna need to be cooked. Whoa. It's funny that it's from the chicory family. I do actually have some chicory to drink because I don't do coffee because coffee's too hard on my stomach. And apparently in France, they do drink a lot of chicory there. All right, next we got some nice Lacinato Kale. Oh, that is so pretty. My husband hates kale, so this is all gonna be me. Do I want to cook you? Maybe I'll put this in a smoothie. I feel like if I go to a restaurant, I love to get a kale salad because they like do all the massaging and everything and it's so nice, but I just never do it myself. Anywho, all right, we got some more Brussels sprouts this week. I have not done anything with the Brussels sprouts from last week, so I will probably have a big Brussels sprout roast. All right, we got 2 squash. Yeah, they're like that. Aren't they cute? They're like little itty bitty pumpkins. So I think this is called Autumn Frost. Autumn Frost squash. It says it is an attractive spin-off of the traditional butternut and is a 2020 trial. It has a squatty appearance with ridges and a slightly white frosty appearance. All of the varieties we're packing this week may be used in any way you would use a traditional butternut squash. Yeah, Autumn Frost, that sure is cute. All right, we got our obligatory bulb of garlic, and we got fresh ginger. Let's just take a moment to look at how gorgeous that is. Oh my gosh, beautiful. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this. My friend who also does a CSA texted me yesterday and was like, what are you gonna do with your ginger? And I said, oh, I don't know, but it has to be something special because this is going to be fabulous. Ooh, I don't know. I'm kind of feeling just like something with it fresh almost. Or definitely like some type of decoction, infusion, something to drink. That looks gorge. All right, we got 4 red onions. And we got a whole bunch of beets. They're all just kind of floating around in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8. So we got 8 red beets. Happy to see that these are nice and big. I ended up roasting the beets from last week and I did peel every single stinking tiny little beet and that was kind of annoying. So 8 beets, I can manage to peel 8 beets, not a problem. All right, we got another thing of carrots. Again, probably about a pound. All right, next up, we got some sweet potatoes, like a lot of sweet potatoes. So it's like 6 pretty good sized sweet potatoes and then a little broken one. So these are called Burgundy sweet potatoes. They sure are lovely. Look at that. All right, so this one says they have pinkish red skin and bright orange flesh. You'll find this to be a sweet and flavorful potato. The ideal storage temperature for sweet potatoes is 55 to 65. So it's best to store them at room temperature in a cool part of your home until you are ready to eat them. Do not store them in the refrigerator. All right, and finally, we have a bag of potatoes, and these are called Asterix Potatoes. Whoa, look at him. It's like a little snowman. So they're kind of have like a pinkish sort of skin. So the Asterix potatoes, it says this is a new potato variety we tried this year. While it's not the prettiest potato on the outside, it is a tasty potato. It has very crispy, dense flesh, so may take a little longer to cook than other varieties. It has a dry, golden flesh and makes very tasty mashed potatoes. Somebody comment down below. I don't really know the difference between like all the different colors of potatoes and like what they're best used for cooking. Like what's the best for mashed, what's the best for like roasted potatoes, what's the best for fries. My husband loves fries, but I don't know, I just kind of mix and match. Oh, I'm so excited about this ginger. It's so pretty. Oh, it smells so good too. Yum. All right, so that is what we got from this week, which is November 5th and week 27. So from here on out, we are going every other week. So we don't have a share next week and then we come back in 2 weeks, which is great for me because then I can get caught up on all of my CSA cooking. Alrighty, folks, and here we are with week 28. So from November 19th, this thing is so full of all the heavy stuff like squash, sweet potatoes. I think there might even be regular potatoes in here too, but this sucker is heavy. All right, so first off, we have this gorgeous head of tot soy. Gosh, like I'm sure this is in the bok choy family because it looks so similar. I don't really know what to do with this. It does talk about this. It says, this time of year, the flavor of tot soy is very mild, slightly sweet mustard flavor, and its green color is so deep and intense. Do you have recipes? I don't know. I'm not really sure what to do with this, but let's just give it a little nibble. Oh, that would be totally fine a spinachy vibe to it. That could totally be fine fresh. I think because the stems are, like, this is like really, really sturdy. Like, this is not like wilted or anything. I kind of think with the stalks like this, as sturdy as they are, I'm kind of thinking some type of stir fry. Okay, next up we got this celeriac. I'm just gonna go ahead and say celeriac. It says, this is the knobby, roundish, slightly gnarly root. It may be eaten raw or cooked, but should be peeled first. The easiest way to do this is cut into quarters so it's easier to hold. Use a paring knife to remove the outer peeling. So if anybody has suggestions on what to do with that, I'd greatly appreciate it. I do feel like I've made soup out of celeriac before. This is not the first time I've had this, but I don't really remember what I did with it. Anywho, let's see. So I think these are parsnips. Yes, we got some really wonky looking parsnips. Got 3 in there. It's just like a bunch of legs kind of hanging out together. All right, we got, I think this is cauliflower somewhere hidden under all of those leaves. Yes, we got a small little head of cauliflower. Oh, holy cats, we got a second celeriac. Oh boy. Help. Maybe soup, I don't know. Okay, next we got some squash. So these are the black futsu pumpkins or squash. I did mention these a couple weeks ago. So for the ones we got before, all I did was slice them in half, took out the seeds, and then I roasted them, I think at like 400 or 425, probably for about 45 minutes at least. And then I just kind of took a spoon and just like scooped it out. These are pretty good. They're like pretty sweet, decent little squash. Alrighty, next we got 3 big honkin' sweet potatoes. So these are called Covington sweet potatoes. This week's variety is characterized by more of an orange skin and flesh. Note the subtle differences in flavor and sweetness compared to last week's Burgundy sweet potatoes. Well, I don't think I've had any of the Burgundy sweet potatoes yet, so we'll just add those to the sweet potato stash. All right, we got a little bunch of cilantro. Ooh, always happy to get fresh herbs. All right, we got some purple carrots. Got a little bag with 5 purple carrots in here. I think these are the black nebulas that we got last week or the week before. Okay, we got another sweet potato roaming around in here. All right, per usual, we got another bulb of garlic. All right, we got some yellow onions. So these are called Sedona yellow onions. This is a Spanish onion known both for its sweetness as well as its ability to store. Use it to make French onion mac and cheese recipe in this week's Cooking with the Box article. Just like reading that, French onion mac and cheese, maybe I should make my hubby some French onion soup. Ooh, I do wish I could eat cheese and bread because French onion soup is so good, but that would make me have a migraine for about 4 days. Just because these are called Sedona, who has been to Sedona? I have never been to Sedona, but I had this dream the other day where I was like, oh my gosh, should we move back to France? And then I'm like, no, you can't move back to France yet. You have so many places to discover in America. And I was like obsessed in my dream with Santa Fe and Sedona. And I think my geography in my dream was completely wrong because I was going to fly to Las Vegas and then drive to Santa Fe, and that only took like an hour. But I don't think that's actually reality. But anyway, it was like, you have to go to Sedona, and Santa Fe. Anywho, moving right along, we also got more fresh ginger this week. Not as much as we got last week, or like 2 weeks ago. Oh my God. I made pickled ginger with the fresh ginger from 2 weeks ago. Oh my gosh, it was so good. It was so good. I really, really need to see if I can find fresh baby ginger from some local vendor. Oh gosh, this is fabulous. I mean, just look how pretty that is. All right, we also got 3 beauty heart radishes, which I love. They are so pretty. These are also called watermelon radishes. They look like a watermelon when you slice them open. Bright pink inside. So much good flavor. They can be kind of spicy, but not too spicy. Like these are fabulous. All right, we also got a bag of Brussels sprouts. And finally, we got some potatoes. So like always, we got about a pound bag of potatoes. potatoes, and these are russet potatoes. All right, so there you go. That's everything we got from this week, week 28, as well as the last few weeks in the CSA as well. So yeah, I will be sure to post another video with our very last 2 shares later in December. And then we also do have the option to order a bunch of like storage vegetables from the CSA. I haven't decided if I'm going to do that, and if I do, I still don't know what I'm going to order. But I think I have about another week to get that order in if I do decide to do it. So anywho, that might be included in that video as well. And also, as this is my last video before Thanksgiving, I do just want to say to my American friends, happy Thanksgiving. Please stay safe. Please stay healthy. So anyway, I hope you have a fabulous weekend. Thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.